Will the Bay Bears win the NFC North yet again, or will the Lions, Packers, and Vikings, oh my, take it back? My name is Kay, this is Adams, and we know ball.
You play to win the game.
He's bare-chested and
you know, like they do in wrestling. I call the president.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
Right, throws a deep ball down the right sideline. It's a jump ball. Odell Beckham Jr.
This ball's thrown and Tyree just goes up for it in the end zone.
Goodness.
Welcome to the We Know Ball podcast.
Today we're talking about the NFC North and predicting who is going to win and lose. We're going to ask a couple of questions, keep it really nonchalant, and figure out who's going to win. And maybe we'll get it right, maybe we'll get it wrong. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. So, Adams, go ahead and start. Who do you want to talk about first?
Let's go Chicago Bears.
Right.
So let's look back at last year. They beat the Packers in the wild card round, 31-27, in a thriller of a playoff game, and then they turn around the next week, go to overtime against the Rams in the divisional, and lose to the Rams.
In the snow.
In the snow. Overtime thriller. Caleb Williams was sensational in the game, but they lost to the Rams in the divisional round.
Yeah, the previous season they finished 11-6, which was unprecedented. Nobody really thought they were going to win.
Yep.
Right? It was like, I think betting odds said like plus 550 to win the division, so they were long shots. I think it was that Caleb Williams bias against like, oh, he's going to slump his sophomore season, he's not going to do as good because he did do as well.
Agreed.
But the quarterback whisperer, or the offensive whisperer, I guess you could say, Ben Johnson, really kind of took over.
He sure did. And this year he's on the Madden cover. So is the Madden curse, is it for real?
Is it
for real?
Is it for real? R.I.P. John Madden. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who's been on the Madden cover that like really had a curse drop on them?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He missed about half the season.
That's true.
So
Sean Alexander, like as soon as he got on Madden cover, he
and
was a
then Peyton
bust.
Hillis. I know it's a throwback.
Oh my word!
He had one good
the
year.
One and only Browns player that will ever be on the Madden. Well, no, OBJ was on the Madden cover, wasn't he? Yeah, and then he fell off of existence after that. Yeah, so Caleb Williams is gonna have a bad year. Okay, cool. All right, well then I'm gonna change my predictions then. No. But this season, the division odds, they are 320 to win the division.
Wow.
320. So a win total of 9.5, which...
So do you see over or under for 9.5?
Oh, I see over.
Over?
I see over, yeah.
I'm going under.
I feel like they have a strong chance of winning it again. The only thing is, will their offensive line hold up? And we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but I don't know. I think that they had some really good additions, including free agency. They picked up offensive lineman Jedrick Williams Jr., offensive lineman Garrett Bradbury, defensive tackle Neville Gilmore.
They also picked up Joe Thuney, offensive line.
They did.
Very good.
Yeah.
Picked up Dylan Finneman in the draft and got Devin Bush, linebacker. So I think they're going to be good.
They lost their center Drew Dahlman, who just unexpected just left for time. He said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm out of here. See ya."
Yep.
Which, I mean, I don't even know why he left. I'm confused myself why he left. It's great. And then DJ Moore got traded to Buffalo. So
For a second rounder.
So
that might take a hit to their offense.
Could.
Because he's a good wide receiver for a team.
It very well could. I don't know. This team is up in the air. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people in Chicago that are high up on it. They're riding that high of like, we won the division. We're rah kick them in the, they're just all for it. But I don't know if I have faith in Caleb Williams to bring it home.
I agree.
I don't know if I have faith.
He has to have another good season for me to be sold on Caleb Williams. because then again in 2025 they went 7-4 in one-score games.
Mhm.
Can they do that again?
It's really
stuff.
tough, and they have the winning schedule.
Yeah.
They do have the
Second
winning
hardest
division
schedule.
second hardest schedule in the league. In fact, let me look up a couple. Let me look up their schedule real quick. It is daunting. It is daunting.
It is.
Week 1 you have against the Panthers, which is a toss-up. You never know. It's in Bank of America. You have
Yep.
no idea. The Panthers are coming fresh off of a high they haven't felt since Cam Newton stepped on the field before he got
A home
terrible.
playoff game.
A home playoff game. They took it wire to wire against the Rams. If the Panthers beat the Rams, Panthers go and play. I don't know if they play.
I don't know if they play Chicago.
No,
but
they probably play against the 49ers and try to
Yeah.
get a revenge game against them.
Yeah.
But that the whole narrative separates. Maybe the Bears don't lose the Rams. Maybe the Bears actually go and they get killed by the Seahawks instead. Who knows?
I think the script writers solely did this game for a reason. The Panthers traded the Bears, DJ Moore for the number 1 pick. They get Bryce Young, and then the Bears eventually get Caleb Williams. So it's number 1 pick versus number 1 pick.
And it is number 1 pick versus number 1 pick, and that's scary because the number 1 picks they're highly looked at. They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
scrutinized to the umpteenth degree.
Yeah, it's very hard for number 1 pick. But on the other hand, they still have a good offense. They have Ramadan Zay, they have Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, and they still have DeAndre Swift in the backfield. And you can't forget about Luther Burden.
No.
They still have a very good offense. They ranked 9th in points per game last year, but their defense was 23rd,
Yeah.
averaging 24 points a game. So their defense has to be better. They were 22nd in sacks, so their defense has to be better.
And here's the thing too: you're facing a team that lost a bunch of offensive lineman help, and that
Yeah.
was the main reason Caleb Williams' freshman year started off so poorly, was because he
Yeah.
was
No,
running
it's
around
not.
for his life. He was like Russell Wilson in 2013, not 2013, like 2012, 2013,
Yeah.
just literally running around for his life trying to survive
Yeah.
while everybody is going after him. But I mean, hey, this last season he put up big numbers. This is why he's on the cover.
Yeah,
That's why he's
exactly.
the face of the franchise, he's
Exactly.
the face of the franchise. He's trying to make that giant leap to stardom from being, is he a one and done? Is he a fluke? Or is this a real deal?
Yeah.
His passing was 330 for 568, 58% completion rating, 3,942 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's huge.
Yeah.
The 7 interceptions is big.
He had to take care of the ball.
Like, he took care of the ball. He knew where to throw it. He threw it well.
But on that note, he had a 58% QBR.
Yeah.
Which is mid-range, was 16th in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So does he have to be better for the Bears to be successful?
Was he being too cautious? Was he just throwing dump down passes and stuff like that? I didn't
Yeah.
closely watch every Bears game because I have a life. But I feel like he might have been maybe playing it too safe. Maybe Ben Johnson was just like, hey, I don't want to release everything just yet. I want to just,
That's a good point.
slowly get him in and slowly get him, the whole, we see this with a bunch of rookie QBs where you don't want to throw them right into it, right in the wolves, unless you're Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and you literally just get massacred and kill your QB. I think this is good points. Where do you see that this team goes?
I think they regress.
Yeah.
Just a little bit harder schedule. I think Caleb Williams will have a tougher time this year with the harder schedule. I have them going 8-9 this year, finishing in 3rd in the North.
8-9.
8-9.
8-9. That's big.
How about you? What's your record prediction for the Bears?
I am going 10-7. I think that they have the ability to go 10-7. It's a toss-up. It really is.
It is a tough team to predict.
It feels like it is a coin flip for them.
Yeah.
And I mean that no slight to any Bears fans. It is just it is really, really tough.
It's a tough division.
It's a very
Because
tough
the Packers
division.
are good, the Lions are good, the Vikings, I think might be a sleeper.
Yeah.
Might be a sleeper team in the North. It's just a tough division.
Speaking of sleepers coming back to life, Green Bay Packers. They are still in the midst of this injury bug with Micah Parsons. They're hoping to have him back by week 6, is what they're saying.
That was a killer.
Maybe earlier.
Yeah.
Well, how much? Let me ask you this real quick before we dive into the Packers. How much do you think that impacted their the season?
Oh,
him
huge,
going down.
huge. He's probably the second best pass rusher in the NFL behind Myles Garrett. So he's a game changer. He's a game wrecker, and he changes the opposition's offense entirely.
What was their record before he went down?
I'm not
'Cause he
sure.
went
I'm not sure.
down-
Look that up.
Yeah, let me look that up.
But overall, they were 9-7-1. They lost to the Bears in the wild card, 31-27 in a thriller. But they added Zaire Franklin. They added Jason Hargrave, two excellent defenders. But they lost a great defensive end, Rashawn Gary, and they lost Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs is such a huge loss. That is just
great
tough.
weapon. Great weapon.
And that's what I'm saying. And off air, we were talking about, like, you know, can Jordan Love progress? Can he still be that elite quarterback? And I was like, I give him a wide receiver, and he'll be one of the greatest, best quarterbacks in the league. I don't see that elite wide receiver. Not even in the draft. Like in the draft, they didn't draft. They didn't draft anybody that was within. They drafted a cornerback who was really good at South Carolina, Brandon Sissy. I don't know if it's Cease or Sissy. It's really funny if it's Sissy though. They drafted this guy out of South Carolina, and that's pretty much all I've seen is like literally just a cornerback. Why would you not go for any of those big dogs, big wide receivers?
They have Christian Watson. They have Matthew Golden. They just gave Christian Watson a new contract, 4 year, $110 million. But on the flip side, he only played in 10 games last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say
for 611 yards.
I mean, the key word is injury.
Yeah, for him it is
injury. And it seems like the wide receivers for Green Bay just get injured about every 5th week.
That's true. But I mean, they still have a good offense, though.
Hold up, real quick. Before we move on, Micah Parsons suffered a season-ending ACL meniscus tear in Week 15.
But also, he didn't get traded. Well, he got traded in the summer.
In the summer. Let's see. Week 15, he went down. Oh, yeah. Oh, big loss. Okay. Yeah, so after he went down in Week 15 against the Denver Broncos, they proceeded to lose 4 straight.
Oh, wow.
4 straight.
So that is a huge
loss. Huge loss, including the wild card game against the Chicago Bears.
But they still have good offense. Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Josh Jacobs, Tucker Kraft. I mean, that's good weapons to have for Jordan Love. Jordan Love came in with a 72.7 QBR. That was 3rd in the NFL, surprisingly enough.
It was.
He was 3rd.
And I don't remember a ton of those deep balls. Like, who was their leading wide receiver? Look that up.
It had to have been Jaden Reed or Christian Watson. So number 1 receiver was Romeo Dobbs, 724 yards, and they just
lost him to
Patriots. He went to the Patriots.
No, like they.
What a weapon for Drake May.
There it is. I see it now. Yeah, they lost Romeo Dobbs. They lost Quay Walker to the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
They lost backup sensational phenomenon Malik Willis, who we'll talk about when we talk about the Dolphins if he can actually do something.
They paid him a lot of money.
They paid him a lot of money to do something, and I'm like, kudos on you. So did the Tennessee Titans, and didn't work out for them.
Yeah.
They got a white boy named Levis, and he's not doing it anymore. Now they have
Cam
Ward. So yeah, I don't know. Then they lost left tackle Rasheed Walker. That's huge.
It is
huge. The Panthers. That was big.
We'll take them.
And then Seahawks need a running back because they lost K-9, so they picked up Emmanuel Wilson from the Green Bay Packers. Well, let's look at the odds. So last year's odds, they were plus 275 to win the division. Now, in 2026, I think because of this Micah Parsons thing going on, it is plus 195 to win the division. Plus 195 to win the division. I'm no math teacher, but that's like 150 points from before. They're predicted to win 10.5 games.
Wow.
So 10.5 games.
Over or under?
Over or under 10.5. I'm sorry, Packers fans. I do not believe in the Packers, but I think they're going to hit 10 games exactly.
So you're saying 10-7?
I think 10-7.
Okay. Same record as the Bears.
Same record as the Bears.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, just because of those question marks, right?
Yeah.
Can their defense stay healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Does Jordan Love repeat what he did, even though he also got injured?
He did.
As well, right? He got injured. You had the wide receiver get injured. You had Tucker Kraft, literally blow out his knee.
Yep.
I think that was during the Panthers game. They also have a tough schedule too. Like their schedule's not a cupcake schedule whatsoever.
9 part schedule.
That's tough, man. You go.
It is.
You do all this, and then you still get a couple of tough games. You got, of course, the whole NFC North division is really tough. But you got Buffalo. That's a Sunday night football game. You got, of course, Denver. Denver is going to be.
Denver's good.
Ridiculous.
They're on the upper rise.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. They don't play against Denver. That's the preseason. That's weird. It does this way. They play against the Rams. That's rude.
Rams are tough.
That's Christmas, it looks like.
And you also got to think,
Thanksgiving.
they're coming in at the 30th ranked offensive line this year.
Yeah, that's that's another question. So we're back to that, and that's why I put Jordan Love and Caleb Williams in the same ball club.
Offensive line.
Can they hold up?
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line. That's like the number one question for everybody. It's why those quarterbacks buy their offensive line in cars, Lamborghinis, Xbox Ones, all those things.
Yeah, exactly right.
So can they hold up? I think that's the main question.
But I'm seeing them going over. I think they'll hit over. Was it 9.5?
Yeah.
I think over.
No, 10.5.
10.5.
Yeah.
I have them going 11-6. 11-6. I think their defense is good. It's young.
Okay.
I think they'll be back on D, and I think their offense is good enough to win them games. 11-6, finishing in second.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Jordan Love's numbers from last year, 291 out of 439 passing yards, 66.3% completion rate, QBR, 3,381 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Got to take care of the ball.
Gotta take care of the ball. That's crazy. That's insane. That's really good. That's really, really good.
I think Jordan Love.
4 rushing touchdowns too, even for bum.
This might be crazy to say, but I think if Jordan Love is a top 7 quarterback in the NFL, that can take the Packers to a Super Bowl. But he has to be good. He has to be better than average for them to make a Super Bowl run.
That is a hot take. That is a hot take.
Because I think their defense, I mean, they finished 11th last year in 21.7. They'll be getting Parsons back mid-year for a playoff run.
Something we didn't discuss is they lost their defensive coordinator.
They did.
Hafley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeff Hafley.
Now they have the destroyer of Cardinals, or just Cardinals is just it's a basket case. It just goes around and around. It's a coaching carousel is what they call it. Of Jonathan Gannon, but he was very strict on defense with the Cardinals, and if anything, that was the Cardinals' best asset at some points. He just didn't have anybody weapons for him to go to.
Cardinals are rough.
So, but yeah, I mean, they got off their defensive corner. We'll see what Jonathan Gannon can gear up for Micah Parsons and that efficient defensive line that really wreaked havoc on QBs.
Yeah.
So
I have them going 11-6.
11-6. Man, am I an anomaly here? Like I don't. I mean, 10's not bad. 10-7's not bad. It's not a bad.
It's not a bad record.
Heck, the whole NFC South would take that.
They'll take double-digit wins.
They'll take anything. Vikings. They are kind of a basket case. They are all over the place last year. Kevin O'Connell, of course, is their coach. They came in with so much momentum riding on with not Andy Dalton. Oh my word, Sam Darnold, the other Carolina quarterback. Jeez, man, Carolina quarterbacks just like they leave and become superstars, I guess. You have Sam Darnold coming in, just lights out. Everybody's like, man, MVP, he does this. He makes one mistake playing against a Super Bowl caliber team in the Los Angeles Rams and gets his butt kicked immediately. That defense eats him up and just spits him out really quick. Yep. And then they move on from said quarterback, which everybody was like,
why and how?
Why
can you do that?
Why? They're like, well, we drafted J.J. Reddick, or whatever the heck his name is, J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy.
And then, then they come and add
Kyler Murray. So is that a push for J.J. McCarthy, or is that we need somebody that is going to throw the football and maybe just learn underneath him because they're both short and they both can throw the ball and all that?
Well, if you look, McCarthy was not that great.
Yeah,
1,632 yards, 11 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He had 1 interceptions then touchdowns, which isn't good. So I think they brought in Murray saying we're probably going to not use J.J. McCarthy that much. I think they're kind of over it and they're ready to move on.
Yeah, 57.6% completion rate, 1,632 yards, passer rating of 72.6, which, I mean, I can think of a couple of teams that would take that, but I mean, in the NFL, in this division, how heavy and hard it is.
It's a tough division.
You can't have that. He's still learning.
He is.
He's still learning NFL coverages.
Third year, fourth year player.
Yeah. Well, can you count the year that he got injured?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the fan base was very surprised that they didn't keep Sam Darnold, but I know there's a lot of people that are excited about.
So, what do you think about Kyler Murray? You think he gets the job done?
So I honestly, I think it's a coin flip. It's just a coin flip. This whole division is a coin flip, except for one team. This whole division is a coin flip. Like, with their quarterbacks, you have no idea what's going to happen because they've been so inconsistent. They're like Tony Romo. They're like Tony Romo in 2015, so inconsistent. Is he going to throw a pass? Is he going to throw a touchdown about 100 miles away? Or is he going to throw an interception about 5 feet in front of him? You don't know. So I feel like he is a coin flip. I think he can definitely boost their offense, whatever.
Keep in mind, he runs too.
And he runs, exactly.
He can use his legs for this offense.
Exactly, and that they didn't have that much. Well, they had it with J.J. McCarthy. I mean, look, his numbers were 37 carries, 181 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So mainly he was used as a goal line runner. With Kyler Murray, they can spread out the defense more. And let me tell you, this defense does look dangerous.
It does.
Looks good.
It does. Really, they finished 7th in points per game, 19.6, and they finished 5th in sacks.
Yeah, they're not to be slept on.
They are a great defensive unit.
They're no purple people eaters, but they are a massive
good on D.
defensive unit. They picked up in.
Well, let's go to the offensive side of the ball. They picked up Juwan Jennings from San Fran, who was a solid wide receiver for out there in California, and I think it's a good pickup because you had him. They already have Jordan Addison, and of course they have Justin Jefferson, one of the best wide receivers in the league, and then they have T.J. Hawkinson, great tight end, but they have Aaron Jones, who's getting older in the backfield, 31. He's got that over 30 mentality, and I think the only one to do that was Derrick Henry, and he's still doing it.
I don't know if I believe in Aaron Jones. He's been banged up a lot, and
injuries have been killing him.
They've been killing him.
Look at the defense. Are they trying to copy Seattle? Because their defense last year was elite, and they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So they may be trying to copy Seattle.
I don't think they're in Super Bowl contention right now, but I think that they are definitely trying to build that up and make that their staple point, right?
But it's all on Kyler Murray. Their defense is good. Their offense has weapons. If Kyler Murray can deliver, who knows?
I agree. If he can deliver, if he can be the quarterback he was at in year 2 or even year 1 with Arizona, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
There is the anomaly, and there's not the anomaly. There is the the golden goose in Minnesota that we're not talking about that Kyler Murray now has possession of, which is Justin Jefferson, right?
Yeah.
So he's elite.
He is. Top 3 wide receiver.
I don't want to say Hall of Famer right now, but if he continues on this road,
on the
he continues to just break records and break yards in the game. And I feel he already got over his injury slump.
Yeah, I agree.
Being injured, and so he's coming back, full force and ready to go. But you need more than just him to win a ball game, right? Because then the defense is just going to focus on just Jefferson the entire time. So let's see if any of the other wide receiver offensive players can come up. So let's look at some of the odds that they had. So preseason odds in 2025, they are predicted. The previous season they finished in 3rd place in the division, which is crazy, 9-8.
Wow,
crazy. Finished 3rd place in the division. Nobody really saw that coming because everybody was like, this division is stacked much. But the next team we'll talk about, as I said, finished in last place. But they're not expected to stay there. Yeah. So last year's opening odds, they were plus 375 to win the division. That kind of came to fruition. And then this season's odds, they are plus 550.
Wow. Talk about the tough division.
8 games.
8.5?
8.5 games. I am taking the over.
Over?
Over on this, yes.
For the Vikings.
I have changed my mind on the Vikings since previously.
So what's your record prediction for 9-8? Same record.
Same record.
Okay.
I think they're going to go 9-8. Because of all of those pieces that they added in, you no longer have that will they, won't they, with Jason McCarthy of will he throw an interception or will he throw a touchdown? Who knows? I think you get rid of that, and that makes Kyler Murray I think Kyler Murray's just a better ball player, better knowledge. I mean,
I agree. He's been in the league for a long time.
I don't think that he was bad in Arizona. I really don't.
He just had no weapons.
I mean, he was injured half the time this past season. Jacoby Brissett pretty much came in and said, "This is my team now," and currently he's saying it's my team now. So we'll see what happens.
So I had I had the Vikings going 7-10.
7-10.
7-10, finishing in last place. But who knows? This could be a sleeper team in the North. They could be good with the defense they have.
I think the NFC North is just a coin flip. It's
is.
It's going to be either the strongest and best division in the football, or it's going to be the worst division in football, which
it could be.
The NFC South would gladly take. Wow.
But I have them going 7-10, finishing in last, just because of how hard this division is.
Yeah.
The Packers are good, the Lions are good. I think the Bears can be good. So,
Speaking of last place,
Detroit Lions,
Kitty Cats, Detroit Lions. They finished 9-8, fourth place in the division. Their last year's odds to win the division, Adams, was plus 155.
wow.
They were the odds-on favorite to win the division, and they got
finished in last.
dead last place. So the season's odds was this season, 2026, plus 185.
Wow, a
A
little bit lower.
total of 10.5, a little bit lower, but they are the odds-on favorite
To win the North.
the division. Which
And
crazy. I
I
mean,
have to agree.
how often have you seen that where a team that is in dead last the year before is predicted to win the whole thing?
To win the North.
To win the whole thing. You don't see that.
No, you don't.
You really don't. Because the NFL is finicky, and it's not like the MLB where it just, any team can change at any given month.
Yeah.
It's pretty set in stone who's good and who's not. And
Yeah.
after week 5,
You'll know
week
who's
6,
good.
you know
Who's good.
You know who's good. You know who's in contention to go to the Super Bowl. You know who's in contention to go to the playoffs, and you know who's on the bubble immediately.
Yep, I agree.
These seasons are defined, I believe, by week 6, week 7, almost halfway through. So that's crazy. I've never seen that where division odds are jumping high up, 10.5. Where do you have them?
You want the record?
Yeah, where do
To
you
start
have
off,
them? Yeah.
12-5.
12-5.
I think this team is elite. Injuries crushed this team a year ago, including Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Their starting has been.
Yeah.
They got Jack Campbell back. They renewed his contract.
Mm-hmm.
They added Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
They added Greg Dortch and Blake Miller in the draft. This team is going to be good.
Don't forget, they added center Cade Mays,
Yeah.
who is elite.
Yeah.
Elite.
This team is going to be good. I know they lost David Montgomery
Mm-hmm.
to Houston, but they replaced him with Pacheco, who I think is pretty good. I mean, even as a backup to Jahmyr Gibbs, this team is going to be loaded, and I think they can make a Super Bowl run.
So I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm going over. I think they're going 13-5.
13-4.
4. Sorry,
13-4?
Yeah, 13-4. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This team's good.
It's
They
good.
had the 4th best in points per game last year, 28 points per game. 22nd in defense, though. Points per game, 24 points per game. They were 4th in sacks, though, even without Hutchinson for most of the year.
Yep. And guess what? They became in last place. They get an easier schedule.
That's right.
An easier schedule.
3rd easiest schedule
Yep.
in 2026.
A couple of our games that I see are Buffalo at Carolina on Sunday Night Football. I think that Detroit will take that game easily. You got New England, which they're a toss-up of what's going to happen with them. Who knows?
We'll talk about them.
Yeah, we'll talk about them later. I think their hardest games are in their division.
I agree.
That's literally their hardest games. Other than Buffalo and Carolina, is the only hard games I can see.
Like, I don't see an offense. Maybe the Rams that competes with the Lions. I know their defense is questionable, but they still have Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Jamison Williams, Sam Laporta, And Jared Goff, he's solid. Solid quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, top 10, top 12 quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just scheduling wise, and we see how this is a
Vital.
real, like not issue, but it helps out teams. Like
It
you
does.
saw it in the Patriots. Patriots went all the way to the Super Bowl.
And
I mean, yes, they won
the
those
easiest
playoff
schedule.
games. They won those playoff games, and that was good.
Yeah.
They won the playoff games. They deserve to be there. I'm not saying they don't deserve to be there, but to get to that point, they like pretty
And the
much
easiest schedule.
walked over
Yeah,
everybody.
They did.
So I mean, here Detroit plays the Giants, the Titans, and the Cardinals.
That's going to be 3 wins.
Like that's 3 wins right there. Exactly. So you have this easier schedule. Meanwhile, Green Bay and Chicago have one of the worst schedules, have the hardest schedule in the NFL right now. They're going to be absolutely just lambasted and destroyed by these teams. And like I said, Detroit's the hardest games are going to be against Green Bay and Chicago. That's literally the
In
hardest
Minnesota.
games.
Division games are hard.
And if you split those games, win your home game, lose the away game, they're still in a good spot because
Right.
odds are Green Bay and Chicago are going to lose more games.
Yeah, I agree.
They have to, right? So I feel like this is the win-win for the Detroit Lions. I feel like they're going to go 13-4, and they're going to just
Win the North.
Yeah, win the North. Win the North. And looking at the quarterback comparison, like you talk about Jared Goff, he's a good quarterback. Almost like not a journeyman, I would say, but he does what he needs to do. 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions last year, 66.2 completion rate, 95.8 passer rating.
Solid. I mean, what else are you
Solid.
going to ask from a quarterback?
I don't know what else. And like the fact that he had I'll say Brown, he had all these weapons. I feel like last year was a fluke. It was the injury bug.
I agree.
It was
I agree.
all these things. I mean, everybody loves the Dan Campbell high. I mean, you see so many people in Detroit dressed up as Dan Campbell for Halloween, for goodness sake. They love the guy. They love his energy. I think this is clearly just going to go higher.
Anything like 2 to 3 years ago, they were right in the mix for a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the expectation for Super Bowl. And then last year, they finished 9-8. Then they were down to the dump. So is this a revenge tour for the Lions?
Plus, they picked up some dogs in the draft. They got Blake Miller from Clemson, the tackle. The edge, Derek Moore from Michigan. He is trouble. Linebacker Jimmy Rolder from Michigan as well. They are trouble. And you put him with his other Michigan teammate over there. It's gonna be
a unit on
It's gonna be a unit. It's gonna be a unit. And Dan Campbell is all about defense.
Defense.
Defense. So we'll see what happens with Detroit. I got them 13-5. 13-4, man, I cannot count. 13-4. Real quick about Jared Goff, we forgot he also got a Pro Bowl nod.
Yes.
So unheard of. Really
So
crazy.
we don't have to answer the question now, but do you think the Lions can make a Super Bowl run, or do you think they missed their window?
I think it has to be on Ford Field. I
In
don't
home field?
think. Yeah, I mean, you saw Jared Goff how he played in outside games.
Yeah.
Like it just was rough, and he
And
looked
they have a home
uncomfortable.
field. They have a home field advantage.
They have home field advantage. If you win 13 games, you're gonna have a home field advantage. You better have home field advantage, unless NFC North just pops off. I don't know.
I think 2 years ago they had the opportunity.
They
They laid
did.
an egg against the Commanders.
They laid an egg, big time.
So I think this could be a revenge story, and they absolutely
Yeah.
could make a run at the Super Bowl.
Now we both have them going pretty high and
We
pretty
do.
far. So, I mean, not spoilers for next time, but for other recaps, predictions. Do they go to the Super Bowl?
No,
I'm with you.
No.
I don't think they go to the Super Bowl either.
no.
I
There's
think-
a couple teams in the NFC that have a better roster.
Yep. And there's one of them that just became the
Overwhelming favorites.
Yep, as some would say, the 2016 Warriors or 2017. I don't remember when they picked up Kevin Durant, and it's just like super teams and super teams and super teams. And you're like, what is going on?
Let's just address it. The Rams are loaded, but we will talk about the Rams when we get to the West.
That's just so tough. So in recap, I guess. So we have finishing dead last is the Vikings.
We both agreed on that.
Both agreed on that, and then third place. Chicago Bears. Chicago
Bears.
Second place, Green Bay, and first is Detroit.
We have the same.
Do 3 NFC North teams make it to the
I
playoffs
don't,
again?
I mean, I don't think so, because that was the Bears 9-8, and I don't think that'll be
Yeah.
good enough to make the playoffs.
I don't know. I mean, it's so tough.
We'll have to see how it plays out.
Again, it's a coin flip. You flip a coin and predict whatever's going to happen. Well, that was good. That was a good time. I feel like we agreed on most of the things, and I think this is a good prediction. Let us know in the comments if you agree with any of our takes, and if you think that the Detroit Lions will win the North and the Chicago Bears will not repeat.
Leave us your comments.
Yeah, leave us comments, like and subscribe. I'm Kay, this is Adams, and we know ball.